What is the subconscious mind? What is the subconscious mind? What is the subconscious mind? What is the subconscious mind, and why do I need to know about it as a creative? We're going to talk about it right now. Hello, my creative unicorns. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie. I'm a mindset coach. I work exclusively with creative entrepreneurs and creators, help you work through what's holding you back so you can go out there and continue creating the creative business and life of your dreams. So, the subconscious mind. You've heard me mention it in a few previous videos before, but you may not know what it is, how it works, how it affects you, how it helps you, and why it's important for you to understand it as a creative. So let's talk about this. Okay, so let's start with the basic definition. Your subconscious is the part of your mind that you are not usually aware of, but it plays a vital role in your life. For example, did you know that it regulates such important things as your heart beating and your lungs breathing? You of course know that your brain controls all of those things ultimately, but could you imagine having to think about every beat that your heart takes or every breath that your lungs take? I mean, kind of amazing and kind of wild, right? But let's get more here to the purpose of this video and what I want to teach you about why it's so important to you. Keep pointing. Why it's so important to you as a creative. Think of your subconscious mind as a big vault, a storehouse of every experience that you really, truly have ever had. It remembers everything, even though that you don't. Every experience that you've had thus far in your life, your thoughts, your feelings, your memories, your subconscious remembers it all. Hello, coming to you from the future. So one thing I wanted to mention is your subconscious mind develops from the day you're born to the age of 7. And during that time, your mind is not analytical like your conscious mind is. Like I was saying, it's like a big sponge. It's like a big vault. It's collecting these memories and these experiences. It's basically recording them. And during this time in your life, your brain is in what's called a theta state, which is basically a hypnotic state, believe it or not. Seriously. And that is just wild. So that's why you're absorbing this information like a sponge. You're just learning things from what you see and what you experience in life. And this basically shapes who you are, who you're going to be. And it's such a critical, important time in life. 95% of who you are and who you will be when your subconscious mind is developing during this time is developed during this time. It's totally wild when you think about it, but that's why these years of life are so important. Basically, what you're learning during this time is you're downloading the program to perceive what is your reality, to become just a member of society. It's such a critical time. It's really fascinating. I'm starting to nerd out a little bit, so I'll let you go here back to regular programming, but really important thing that I needed to mention to you. Okay, bye. It also is where all of your emotions and your beliefs are created. Many of those beliefs completely defining who you are as a person. Isn't that wild? So remember, again, it remembers and stores everything, all of your feelings, your memories, it's all here. Also, think of it as a sponge. It believes and takes in everything that you tell it. So what that means is it's not analytical like your conscious mind is. It believes what you tell it. It's very raw when it comes to taking in information. It takes in what you tell it, and it can't analyze and be analytical like your conscious mind is. So remember how I have told you in a previous video how if you keep telling your subconscious that you can't do something, that you're not good enough, and you keep feeding it negativity and negative feelings, it's going to start believing that. So if you tell your subconscious you're not good enough over and over and over again, and don't provide it with anything else to contradict that, you in essence will not be good enough because you've told your subconscious you're not good enough. And so it's going to go out there and find evidence and find reasons to make that true. Subconscious, its prime directive is to keep you safe. So the really important thing with that is here, your subconscious is not analytical like your conscious mind is. So what that means is it's not going to be able to tell the difference between what truly is a dangerous, true threat to your safety or something that's maybe just an uncomfortable feeling, something that makes you feel uncomfortable, which is out of the norm. It'll see that as a threat, and so then it's going to go to work and it's going to start triggering things like limiting beliefs, because if it keeps triggering limiting beliefs, that's going to make you doubt yourself. That's going to make you not want to take action. In essence, not starting that uncomfortable thing, which could be something as simple as, starting a business or doing something to help better yourself, but it's going to force you to confront uncomfortable things, to work through them. But your mind, your subconscious, is going to see that as a threat. And so if it can feed you enough limiting beliefs to make you not take action and then in essence stay safe, then it's done its job in that sense. So, have you seen the movie Inception? That movie is all about the subconscious mind. All about it. Hey, so all of those beliefs that your mind can trigger sometimes, like, I'm not good enough, or I don't compare to them, or what am I thinking? I'm an imposter, or I'm too scared to do this, or I'm never going to find success, or they're right about what they say about me. Like, I can't do this. All of those are examples of limiting beliefs and things that your subconscious can trigger when it thinks you've come into an uncomfortable situation or a potentially dangerous, threatening situation. So you may be saying, why? Why would it do this to me? Like, I didn't realize the subconscious could do such a thing. And you're making it sound so negative. Like, oh my God, why? Why would it do this? So yes, in an effort to keep you safe against what it deems as a threat, your subconscious will feed you and trigger a lot of negativity and limiting beliefs in essence to keep you safe. However, you need your subconscious to do what it does, to function the way that it does, because even though what I've mentioned so far may seem negative and something that's working against you, on the other hand, you need it to do what it does because it essentially does keep you safe. It's where your intuition comes from. So edit that out, Stephanie. When you sense that there's maybe danger around you, like this is such a nerdy way to put it, but like your little spidey sense comes on, or you feel like something isn't right, or you get a bad vibe off of someone. That is pretty powerful, and it's very important that your subconscious does what it does. But on the other hand, it's hard to understand why it would feed you so much negativity. Okay, hold on one second. Whew! Okay, all right. Like I was talking about before, the reason your subconscious does what it does when it comes to what it deems as a threat, like when you're going through things like entrepreneurship or to better yourself, to build that creative business of your dreams, or to create your first video. I mean, that's freaking scary. It requires you to believe in yourself in a big, big way. It requires you to put yourself out there, to open yourself up to potential judgment. It's freaking scary. Entrepreneurship, and let me tell you right now, those of you watching this video, if you're a creative in any way, there's so many different types of art, you're an entrepreneur, okay? Just want you to believe that. Back to my point. But entrepreneurship is like self-development on freaking steroids. I've said that before in some of my videos, and it's a scary, scary thing. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, your subconscious is not going to be able to tell the difference between an actual dangerous, true threat or just an uncomfortable feeling like putting yourself out there in entrepreneurship. And so it's going to trigger and go into overdrive, and it's going to trigger these limiting beliefs. Now, even though I've mentioned this to you again, you're probably saying, again, Stephanie, what the hell? I mean, is this just always going to be working against me? Like, I do understand, like, I kind of get it, how you're saying how your subconscious may need to function the way that it does, but I just feel like this is just a lot of shit that is working against me. But here's the thing. Here's the positive and how you take back your power and make your subconscious mind work for you and not against you. So your subconscious, it's not analytical like your conscious mind is, so it's going to believe what you tell it. It's not going to analyze through it, it's going to believe what you tell it. That's where your power is. And that's where the power of mindset work comes in, and why it's so important to focus on this and to continually work on this. So you can flip the script here on your subconscious. Before, you may have been just feeding it limiting beliefs and negativity because you were struggling and were trying to work through some things and didn't have the support or whatever it may be that caused you to feed it nothing but negativity and limiting beliefs. Once you start learning how to believe in yourself and learning how to work through these limiting beliefs, once you understand more about why they're triggered, why your specific limiting beliefs are triggered, where they come from, you can start feeding it positivity. This is where your power comes in, because if you start feeding it positive thoughts and you start working on your mindset and you're learning how to believe in yourself and be confident, and you're starting to find your confidence, if you keep feeding it positivity, and the best way I can think to explain it is say feeding it, so go with it here, my friends. It's going to start believing that. It's going to believe this positivity as your truth, because your thoughts create your reality. So start creating a new reality here. So if you keep feeding it positivity and not negativity, it's going to start believing that. It believes what you tell it. It's going to see that as your truth, and it's going to start making that your reality. You have so much power here. So you can't control your subconscious in many ways, but you can start working on controlling the thoughts that you feed it. And then in essence, helping control the resulting feelings. Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create feelings. And so this is another example of where you have so much power here. So if you consciously, now that you have this awareness, this new awareness of how your subconscious mind works, you can start taking action. And I've said it so many times before, and I'll say it again. It starts with the small steps. The small steps lead to the bigger and bigger steps so you can really start changing your life. But the small steps can be so powerful. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Get a little science, a little psychology thrown in here. So I hope this video has been helpful to you and helped you learn a little bit more about your subconscious. You may have heard the subconscious mind talked about before, but really didn't kind of understand what it was and how it worked and how it affected you and all of that. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have started to learn a little bit more about how you can start really changing your life. You can start with small steps. Start with trying to just understand where some of these limiting beliefs maybe come from. And again, now that you have this awareness, you can really, really start working towards change. But I want you to stay tuned, because in my next video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about ways that you can start working through limiting beliefs. Simple but impactful ways that you can start working through some of these limiting beliefs that little monster in your subconscious might be feeding you. Remember? Mine's called Debbie Downer. Yeah. What's yours called? Okay. Anyways, thank you. I'm such a goofball. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I so appreciate your time. If you did like this video and you learned something that's going to be helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me, and it really, truly actually does help my YouTube channel and helps me be able to continue creating more videos like this for you. And furthermore, if you feel so inclined, if you would like to join our little community of creative unicorns, I'd love to have you subscribe. It would be such an honor. So you can always know when I have a new video coming up. And speaking of that, make sure that you turn on that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I post a new video. I post every Friday. But that's going to be it. I think I've said that like 3 times. So that's going to be it. Let's wrap it up here, Stephanie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.